Hi, so I was asked to do this, and so I'm gonna do a twin flame read. I'm gonna do several reads on this channel when it comes to both healing aspects and stuff like that. I want to introduce myself real quick. So I'm Griffin, and I mostly deal, if you guys see on Instagram, it's a jumble of stuff, but it's all color coded, so it's there for a reason. I didn't expect it to get that popular, but you know, it's up there in my art stuff. It was mostly for portfolio stuff. So sorry I have this microphone like this. I don't want to um completely scream on the top of my lungs because I'm outside and it's a beautiful day and I might as well do it outside because there's like a lot more energy and stuff. So so this twin flame read is for Pacific time. Because sorry, I'm in Pacific time, so it's not gonna do that to other times. Um, so this is okay. So you guys kind of understand. This is my card, particularly. So it's not just because I'm a Leo. I get this card all the time when people ask about me, everything. It's at 8. I am an 8/13 date. So people are like, "Oh, you're a perfect mag," and I'm like, "Oh, thanks, yeah." um, um, like I said, I deal with a lot of serpent energy. Serpent is dragon, dragon is serpent. Dragon comes from the word Draco, which is the Roman word for snake. So I'll do a video on that because that's really interesting. But we're going to start with this one, which is the twin flame. So we've got one of you guys, and we're going to actually start with the reason why you guys split. Because we have people say union, not union. If you know you have a twin flame and you've met them in person, you're in union and you don't know it. Simple as that. So if you know who your twin flame is and you have been with them physically and he knows and you know, then you are in union. Bite me. Because that is exactly what it is. A union is just a recognition. You don't have to go through this weird ritual thing. You don't even actually have to have sex. Because it's when those souls meet. It's when they see each other and they recognize each other, and then from your heart to his heart, or to her, or to him, or anything in between. Okay? So, one of you guys is the Knight of Wands. There's nothing wrong with wands. I'm a fire sign myself, but the Knight tends to be a little bit on his high horse. Okay? So we're talking about one of you I'm actually more going, to me, was on their high horse because I was the one on my high horse. My twin flame union is kind of weird because I tend to be the masculine one and he tends to be more the feminine one. And we both know that and we laugh about it and everyone laughs about it. But it is very, very true. So what happens? Okay. So someone was on their high horse, and then I'm sorry it's backwards. It's just how the camera's gonna be. So we got 5 of swords. So in this particular case, there was a fight, and really, really feeling that this fight had to do with morals because of what's going on politically. Okay, especially say Pacific. that there was a fight with morals. Notice there's 3 dragons. Okay. 2 at the bottom. One's that high horse that we were talking about. Okay. There's that high horse. Yeah. And then we're getting this card, and I just want to say this is actually my favorite card of the deck, which all decks, I love the Fool. Because the Fool doesn't mean that things ended. It doesn't mean that they don't love you. It doesn't mean that your partner is never going to come back. It doesn't mean that people, if you're looking for an interest or something, that people don't want to be with you. It just means that they're on their own journey and they don't have time to be in a relationship. In this case, it means that basically there was a fight, there was a disagreement, they separated because they need to go on their own journey, basically to heal. They need to roll the dice. They need to roll the dice. They need to find your different viewpoint. They need to understand that they are both right and wrong and need to come back for that communication. And so, we're gonna go to the next card which I pulled, which is right here. The two of wands, which is again another traveling. More like opportunity. So like 3 of wands is like, oh, far off business opportunity. 2 of wands is another opportunity. It's a little bit more smaller, maybe personal. So they're pursuing something probably in the money ranges. I know that sounds weird with wands, but wands is more business. Pentacles seem more rewarding for your past actions. So, oh no, it's the one nobody likes. I know. Nobody likes this card. It's the 10 of Swords. But there is something fantastic about that, which is it's over. Not in a, twin flames. If you've met, you've recognized, you're in a relationship, then guess what? You'll be together eventually. It's when you're not in union you have to worry. It means that something ended and it's gone for good. In this case, it's a good sign because it means that argument is gone. It's over with. They have come back, and they will eventually. But here's a really good sign, which is the king. So I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. It's whatever. So this is a really cool card because it really just does embody the king of, this is probably the best king of wands I've ever seen, because we have Babylon in the background, we have the way he's looking and the moon, and yet it might be the sun and those palm trees, and really it is communication. That king who's coming back, whether it's female or male, and it's an open communication, which is good. And we have our page, which is this talent and talents and communication of something solid, interest. I'm pushing a lot of talent because it's basically, so like the page of coins is, hey, I have all the tools, I'm gonna learn, I'm not wise about this, but I'm ready to be the apprentice. So we're seeing some down. So they're like, humble. They're not saying they're the king. They're saying that they're humble. And they're willing to work and be the apprentice again. And that's really good when it comes to moral issues. Because one of you has to kind of bow down, so to speak. One of you has to breathe and say, I'm going to be the humble one, and the one who's going to come to you is going to be the humble one. And you know who you are. You know who's going to give in, because you'll be the one who's wrong. Simple as that. And if you don't know, then you're not ready to come back. So that's what's happening. And when we're saying the overall energy of how they're coming back and everything, and what's going on with them coming back and what kind of energy they're bringing to the table, we're getting the Knight of Coins. This is really good. Really good. Because the Knight of Coins signifies reliability, consistency, day to day. So he takes forever to come. Let me just I love saying that, let me tell you. But he takes forever and ever and ever because he's the mundane. This is slow acting. This is a good sign though, because when he does return, he's going to return with the consistency. It's a good thing that they're taking their time. You just have to remember that. It's a good thing, because this means, and guarantee you they have some sort of communication with you already. You've got a place that you're avoiding. You've got them on your phone. There's already a communication open, but they're just not coming back. It's a good thing, because the more they're by themselves, the more they're going to start to realize that they need to return. And they need to bring something to the table. And that something is humbleness. This something is realizing I was on my high horse over something when it comes to morals. That morals can be anything: political, money, tradition, in your family. This is just how it is. I hate that, especially since me and my twin flame come from very, very, very different backgrounds. We really do. His more European, mine native. So yeah. So I'm gonna post this up. We'll see. So just so you guys understand, I am very much, and I look like shit right now, and I'm so sorry because I have no makeup on. I have, I'm tired. I haven't slept that much. But this was a really, really beautiful car. Can't avoid it. It's outside. But it was like so quiet, so nice. The wind's going. There's pine trees. Which, just so that you guys know, because I'm gonna be stereotypic. This is why I have to have like a Celtic deck for this. Because I'm like, you're a native and you're gonna give me a tree card. Okay. which is really funny. So, but we're gonna just give some sort of nature energy because we're dealing with nature. Might as well give it trees, snakes. Okay. This kind of ties everything together. And where are we going into? So this is where we are right now. No, you guys can barely see this, so I'm just going to tell you. This is the elder, or the, elder. I know the tree, I don't know the name. Talk about stereotypic. So this is the blocking, the defense. This is the energy we're in right now. I just pulled that. You guys can hear it. I like to pull the tree ones right away. So this is the tree in Celtic mythology and other places that you would put the head of your enemies on to say back up. So there's a lot of aggression. This was a nasty fight, but good thing it's over. So this is blocking, guarding, defenses. There's a lot of shields up. So what are we going into? I know you guys can barely see that, but that is the Yule. And the Yule is its own kind of death, very similar to the death card. This tree. It was, there's a long story in Celtic mythology of two lovers. They couldn't be together, and then they both died, and at their graves there was two Yule trees, and they came and they're intertwined, but they had to die to be together. This is not a physical death. We're pulling a lot of death, a lot of transformation. Remember, death is a transformation when it comes to these things. So this means a higher knowledge, intertwining. So please know that. But something needs to give. Something needs to change forever for this to happen. So just know that. And that's what I have to say. So, if you guys want to check out my Instagram, it's Ement Arts. That's EM, EMENTARTS, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. I was really close to the camera. Sorry, it's okay. I'm just like, I don't have makeup on. I'm tired. I have bags. I have drippy eyes. And I don't care because whatever. It's all natural anyway, right? So, yeah. So, hopefully that helped.